It's great to be able to walk down the passageway and I can hear the piano going. It brings back lots of memories from my childhood. When Dad passed away 7 years ago, I was a bit worried about Mum, how she would be coping. I think Mum would be in a different place from where she is now if it hadn't been for music. It's good for Mum mentally to be playing the piano. It keeps any dementia at bay, and she's always in a good place when she's playing the piano.
Music seems to be one of those things that just stays with us. When we hear music, it activates a different part of the brain to hearing other stimulation. Unregulated emotion essentially is what we're doing when we're looking after someone with dementia, and music is one of those things that helps focus some of those emotions.
I said shake, rattle and roll. I said shake, rattle and roll. Well, you never done nothing to save your doggone soul.
My research was looking at effective treatments for people living with dementia in residential care, what works and what doesn't work. We were doing that as a very manual process where we were going through and going, right, what was going to be on the radio, what was on the top 10.
It's almost like a history of our life, because there was a time when we were interested in rock groups like Deep Purple and Janis Joplin, and chronologically we can see, oh yes, that was that part of our life.
We learnt that little magic trick that the music that you got into between the ages of 15 and 25, that's going to be the music that resonates with you for the rest of your life.
To be able to remember the music that I was brought up with brings back memories.
The ukulele is fun. It's got funny sayings in the songs, hasn't it?
Be old and his breath was really rank. I'll never go near him again. I'll make a big wide pass. And if he frightens me, I'll swear I'll boot him up the chimney. That's a bit of a silly song, isn't it?
I grew up with music surrounding me all the time, and my preference these days is classical music.
Morning, Greta.
Vera being that targeted playlist which is focused on how a resident relates to music is an amazing innovation.
I really enjoy the way Vera's tailored to our residents here. You walk into a room, it's already loaded as to what that person's tastes are, their demographic, the style, from their era. You just press play. Happy faces. Yeah, it's really, really good.
The family members, they love it because they can participate with the resident as well. They can come in and they can sit down with mum and dad or grandma and grandpa, and they can actually listen to music with them as well. And then they get that reminiscence that comes along with it.
Got one resident, for instance, she loves Elvis. She's crazy for Elvis. To get Elvis onto the little speaker, it turns her whole day around. We drive and we sing, and it just makes a massive difference. She goes from, not wanting to get up and get ready for the day, wanting to stay in bed, to being ready, happy for the rest of the day. Every time I go past her, she's smiling and happy, and it just makes a huge, huge difference.
I love hearing the stories of families that connect with their loved one, and then they get those life stories, those critical life stories right at the end, so that they know where they came from. And music is a great way of unlocking that. If you're 18 or if you're 80, there's something to take from music.
Another restless night, another cause by you.